Hello. Why I feel you look so much cuter than I do.
Well, because I needed to do something with my day today.
Right.
Yesterday sucked.
Well, this looks like a cute outfit, but it's just also like comfy, and my hair's just not done. And
no, I honestly just saw somebody that was talking about buns in a hoop is always going to make you feel put together.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I guess you can start off while you had a bad week or a bad day yesterday.
I had a bad
day yesterday
because it was my only off day from the week. As you can see, it didn't go well. And I had decision paralysis all day because I was trying to book flights, and I can't. Mm-hmm. And it got to 2 p.m. I did that until 2 p.m. I sat on my couch just making no decision. And I was like, I'm going to do my laundry. I have to do one thing productive today. And I bent down to get my laundry, and I caught my finger on my door, like the side of my door where the hinges are. Caught the paint chips and the wood that must have been sticking out, and it went under my nail into my nail bed.
Ew.
So I spent 3 hours at the urgent care, and they removed a part of my nail to get it.
Slay.
But I will say...
But now you have a brat nail.
I have brat nail, but this honestly doesn't hurt as much as like where they put the shots, because they had to put lidocaine to numb my finger so that they could first attempt to stick tweezers all the way in it, but I felt that. So then they were like, we'll put 2 more in.
Sorry, it's making me literally queasy.
And then I felt like pressure when they did it that second time, and I kind of figured that was when they took part of my nail off.
Ugh. Yeah.
So yeah, that was really fun. But honestly, from where they put that in, that feels worse. I think that and that part of my nail are bruised, or my finger.
Ow.
But now I'm just going to flip people off brat style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, you win.
Yeah.
Really, when you
How
think about
jarring. If somebody does this to you and this is what it looks like, and you're like, oh my God. So my job is really nice, and I had a really bad day. So I was like, it was my only day off. I'm taking tomorrow off, which is today. And they were so nice, and they were like, do you need Thursday?
Ah, they were
like, fingers suck, and it's my dominant hand.
Yeah.
I showered this morning, and I was like, I'm not going to lie, I had a Ziploc bag around my finger. I don't like the idea of things getting wet that like shouldn't be. Like this.
It's not supposed to get wet? Did they say that?
No, because it shouldn't.
Why?
You don't want to have moisture up in a place where something's trying to heal. That's just like that's common sense, I fear.
I don't know that I feel like it's fine unless
true.
It's like pool water. I feel like
no, you should definitely avoid LA water that comes out of my shower head. I would avoid.
I guess.
Yeah, that was my day. How was your week?
Oh my gosh, I'm like everyone.
Since we've chatted.
I know. No, I have nothing really. I don't think I'm trying to think besides the big thing that I'll talk about in a second. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I have anything else, because like once I say this, nothing will even live up to that. I met literally my favorite director of all time. Okay, top 3 I should say. So did Molly. We both met him. Literally in my senior video, we had to make these videos senior year for our acting showcase, and it kind of had to it was just like there was literally no premiere in Murders, just make a video that like showcases who you are as a person. So I made a movie trailer. I made my life into like a movie trailer. And at the beginning, I talk about like wanting to move to LA and like my goals. And I say my top 3 directors, and he's one of them. And also, I literally told myself when I moved here that I would not go up to anyone really, which, okay, I did go up to some influencers at a bar, but I was intoxicated, so that doesn't count. And also they're influencers, like that doesn't count. You know, it doesn't really count as like compared to like big people. Like I was like, I'm never going to go up to like a big like actor or like director unless it's I have a very small specific amount of people, and those people it's only because I have something to actually say or like something to connect
and it's him
on them with, and he's one of them. He was like the one person I really wanted to meet, which is crazy. Should you want to tell the story from your perspective and then mine from mine?
I think my perspective is like super cute because I got to watch you.
Yeah.
I was at work. He came into my work.
It's always at your work. It's always at your work.
I work at the Spot in LA, apparently, in the Valley, which is, I mean, where most people live. But like, he came into my work, but his hair was really long. It was Cooper Rafe.
I'm pretty sure it's Rife.
You think?
Yeah, because I'm gonna look it up to confirm right now. We're
Oh,
gonna confirm
I heard
because
otherwise.
because I remember when I made the video, I was like, okay, I can't
You
say his
did?
name wrong. I was like, I can't say his name wrong. So I remember I watched like an interview like on, I think it was Fallon, and they
Well-
were like Cooper Rife.
Oh. He came in, but his hair was long and his beard was a little long, and that's not how he is in my head or like how we've seen him. So I was like, is that him? Like, I really don't know, but like, so I'm so not gonna lie, we definitely and 100% can look up like just on the screen what the name of your card is. It was his mother's card, but the last
Wait.
name confirmed it.
Actor and card-carrying member of Gen Z. His new film is called Cha Cha Real Smooth. To answer.
Okay, but that doesn't tell me. Hold on. Okay, wait. Hold on. Hold please. Hold please. Hold please.
Cha Cha Real Smooth is currently streaming on Apple TV.
I'm gonna die if it's.
Welcome, Cooper Wright.
Yeah, Rife. I was right. I was
There
right.
you go.
Because I remember. Yeah, because I looked it up. Because I was like, how embarrassing! I can't have this video out there if I say his name wrong.
Okay, well,
'Cause,
I
yeah,
on video just said his name wrong.
It's okay.
But
I'm a bigger fan. I
We
guess,
looked
clearly.
and it was his mom, and so I was like, I'm gonna say something, but my coworker already took his drink out. So I was like, what the hell am I gonna do? And so I made a second drink of the same drink, and then
Or like a refill.
though it was
Oh.
an iced latte, so like no.
Oh.
So I just made the drink knowing he had the drink, and then I went out to the table and I was like, they got you.
Oh,
That's my
you're
bad.
so
And then
smart.
I turned around and he's gonna be like that crazy manipulative bitch. In the odds that he ever sees it, we're deleting this.
Yeah. No,
ever.
he can see this.
And
you know what?
I walked up and I turned around and I was like, "You're not. Are you?" And then he was kind of gagged and he was
Because he's not huge
No.
yet to
And-
where, you know, especially like, I feel like our generation, like no one ever knows who I'm talking about. when
I
bring
always
him
am
up.
telling someone about him. Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Like if I bring him up, I'm always like, "Oh, you don't know what I'm talking
And I'm
about,
like,
do you?"
you know the amount of publicity I've done for you, sir? Like, the amount of people I've put on his movies, like Shit House and Cha Cha Real Smooth, like,
The way that it's like definitely not the vibe for a girls' night, but you and I will be like, we should watch.
it never misses. It never misses.
It never misses. And by the end of the night, everyone in the room is crying and we're like, so wasn't it a good choice?
Yeah.
But that's kind of why I felt okay going up to him, because I was like, I feel like he should get so much recognition, but he probably doesn't
Right,
at this point
right.
since he's got 2 movies. So I was like, I'm okay.
And really, like, one. Like,
One
Shit
that's
House
like
is, like, really,
streaming,
really small.
bigger.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm okay doing this. And his mom wasn't at the table with him when you went up to him. And he was like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, you're one of my favorite directors. I'm really honored to meet you. And he was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And then we chatted for just a little bit. And then I went back inside and my coworker took a picture of me. He was like, you looked giddy. We've never seen you smile like that. And then I bent down behind the counter and I called Scout.
I almost didn't pick up. So thank God I did.
and
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
and I just go, you won't believe who's here. You won't believe. And you're like, what? Who?
I was
Who?
not
Who?"
expecting him.
And all I said, I just go, Cooper.
And let me tell you from my point of view. I was standing right over there. You can't see. I was standing right by the door. I was with my boyfriend, and I literally screamed. Like, do you
No, I
remember me
just
screaming? Actually, I don't even remember actually right.
I heard you go, shut up. No,
I was-
you're kidding. And then I had to hang up because he walked in.
Oh.
He walked back into order with his mom.
Oh.
So that's why I hung up on you, is because I was
Oh.
like, he's in here, I gotta go.
I don't
And
remember
I
that.
hadn't stepped outside. I just like called you from behind the
Right.
counter. So he saw me like,
I was shaking. I looked at my boyfriend. I said, "You're driving me to Molly's." I know I'm not gonna say it. I was like, "You are driving me to Molly's work right now. Like, I need you." He was about to leave, and I was like, "I need you to drive me right now." I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, I was running around. I was wearing the most fugly outfit, so I was like, and I looked so gross. I was like, "I need to throw on
didn't, you
something."
didn't.
I threw on a
Okay.
different shirt. It still wasn't like I could have obviously looked cuter, but you know, I had to because I was like, I don't know how long he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So because I didn't know if he was you didn't tell me. I didn't know if he was like getting just a coffee or like eating there. So I didn't know. So I'm literally like running around. I'm like, oh my God. And like me and my boyfriend get in the car and he's like, do we have time to like stop? I really need
No.
an energy drink. I go, no. No. I was like, I'm really
No,
sorry. Like,
this
no.
never happened.
I'm freaking out. I'm shaking.
oh, I was like, there was no steady hand.
I know.
I was just like,
I was like, I have to just go and say something. Like, I have to, and whatever. I doubt he'll see this, but if he did, I promise I'm not like a creepy stalker.
but I also think there's something because there are so many like unachievable for us. It's like, damn, to work with that person would be
Yes.
like, I would have to win the lottery to work with someone. But for some reason, like looking at him, you're like, that's accessible.
You think that?
Well, not even. It's like, yes, I would win the lottery to work with him, but he seems so like normal and like normal to talk to, and that like
I see what you mean.
he clearly loves to like seek out like normal people
Gotcha.
to put in his project. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Versus like, oh,
I
we got
still-
like the highest name in Hollywood to work
Right.
with this person.
Let me continue the story. So I go into Molly's work and I see him outside. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? He's eating with his mom. I didn't know if I should interrupt because I didn't want to be rude. And again, like I have a thing. I don't really like going up to celebrities or whatever because they get tired of it.
She stood in there for 30 minutes before making the decision to go out.
I called my dad because my dad is the one who actually introduced me to him in the first place. And so I was like, Dad, you won't believe he's here. I'm freaking out. Like, what do I do? My dad's like, just do it. Like, shoot your shot, whatever. And
my mom is so, why don't you call Taylor up with that kind of stuff?
same.
She's like, go pitch yourself.
Right.
Go tell them you want to be in their movie.
Right. And also,
See, I hadn't thought of that.
he is actually from the same area that I'm from. Like, I know people that like went to camp with him. Actually, someone told me one time, I was saying how
That would
I
be a
really
really
like
intense
him.
thing to say.
I didn't say to him, but one time I was talking about his movie or something, and to someone out here that's also from Texas, and they were like, oh my god, no, I know who that is. I went to like camp with them. Like, yeah, I was like, whoa, crazy small world. Anyways, so I finally mustered up the courage. There was no way to do it like
naturally.
So I was like, I kept waiting for a moment. There was none.
No. We need to talk about the fact that you and my coworkers were so impressed. She went outside first.
They were impressed with me.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they were like, that is the realest fake call we've ever seen.
Yeah.
She went outside on a fake phone call by the table to just be like, oh, there's like a few tables. Yeah. And he's like right there. And so she then came back in, and my coworker, who was so sweet, was like helping you and was like, just do this. Like, he was very...
Well, they were literally like, let's give you a fake uniform, then you could like pretend to bust the table.
They were like,
so it
Molly,
doesn't
go to
seem-
the bathroom and give her your
Literally.
shirt.
And I was like, no, guys, I just have to do this. Okay.
She was going to cosplay.
Yeah. And then I was like, this is crazy. I just need to like, it's not that big a deal. So then I walked back out because I needed like, I feel like the reason I did the fake phone call was I was like, okay, I need to like see him first so it doesn't look like I literally like knew he was there.
Sought him out.
You know, like that's creepy. Even
And
though
you
that's gotta
bought
happen.
stuff and took your stuff around.
Yes. So anyway, so I went. Finally, I just go up because I was also waiting. Him and his mom were eating and talking, and I didn't want to interrupt and be rude, but they kept eating, and I was like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I go up and I'm like, I was shaking. Okay, I'm like, I'm so sorry to interrupt, and they look so like, what's going on? And I was like, I love your work. Like Cha Cha, Real Smooth, and Shithouse are some of my favorite movies. Actually, that's not what I started with. Sorry. I started with saying I just moved here from Texas because I was like, had to throw that in, you know, because he's also from Texas. And I was like, just moved here from Texas. I made a promise to myself that I would not go up to like anybody that I like looked up to or whatever. And you were one of my exceptions, so I just had to say something like I love Cha Cha Real Smooth and Shithouse, two of my like favorite movies. Your work is the kind of work that I want to do, and it's like just so inspiring, and I just really admire you. And so I had to say something, and they were so nice. He was like, "Oh my gosh, like thank you. What's your name?" Which I was like, "Oh!" Every time someone like asks for your name, that's either like they know my name. I was like Scout, and they both were like, "Oh my gosh, that's such a cool name. That's so cool." And then his mom was like, "We're in Texas," and I was like, "Dallas area," and they were like, "Us too. That's so cool." I was like, "Yeah." Again, like sorry to interrupt. I just had to say something. I knew like I would regret it if I didn't, and your work just like it really inspires me. And they're like, "Oh well, like no," like he was like, "Thank you." Like he was so genuine. He was like, "Thank you," and his mom was like, "Good luck to you." I was like, "Thanks," and I walked away. I was like, "Enjoy your lunch." It was amazing. And then I DM'd him. He did not see it, but I DM'd him my video that I made, and I was like, I should have said something about it, but I was like, you know what, who cares? Like, he's probably not going to see it, but maybe he will. And I just DM'd him, and I was like, hey, I met you at the coffee shop. I just wanted to, like, show you this video. I think you might find some things. You might recognize some things. Would love your input. But haven't heard back. So if anyone knows a way to get in contact, tell him to check his Instagram DMs.
It was great. Long story short, it was great.
Yeah. It's crazy. I can't get over it, actually.
For next week, we have to work on us telling our story better. That took 15 minutes.
I don't, but it's a big story is the
No, I
thing.
know.
Like, I don't care that it took half the podcast.
I was a bad employee for the rest of the day. I didn't do shit.
No.
They also stayed there for a long time too, so I was a little like, well, what am I supposed to do while he's in the vicinity?
Literally.
Other than I did take a video of Scout talking, and she looked
Yeah,
very
he's
nice.
not in the video, but
No.
yes, I pulled myself together. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, that was a long story, but it was crazy that happened. So I needed to take the
rest
time
of
to
the-
get all of the details in
For
there.
the rest of the day, we just kept texting each other like, what happened? Or what am I supposed to do? It'd be like hours later, and I think you were like, huh?
Yeah, it's just weird. Again, I think I've maybe talked about this before, but it's weird living here and like all these people that seem so inaccessible are so much, not that,
But they're
You
just
know.
going to get lunch.
yeah, and they're just like here and they're just,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
whoa. You know, I never thought
Yeah.
that would happen.
1000%.
So you know what? This is gonna make a great story when one day he casts me in his movie, right? I'll go on a talk show and be like, actually, yeah, or in an interview, I'll be like, I actually met him at a coffee shop like years ago when I first moved out here.
And you'll be like, my friend still works there. She's
No.
not doing
Girl,
well.
I'm bringing you with me, and
Thank
I
you.
would expect you to do the
Thank
same.
you. Well, yes. I expect us to be sitting in these exact chairs, but we're both going like this.
Cut. Yeah.
Not even.
Oh.
I would like, this just needs to be in like an interview setting years from now.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect.
Agreed.
It'll be great.
So that's our story. Long story, not short.
Right.
Short story long.
I have some things for like updating.
Okay.
I don't think you saw it.
What?
Did you hear that they confirmed Spider-Man 4?
No. When did they
Yes,
confirm this?
Diva. Yesterday
When?
or 2 days ago.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, but also I knew it was coming.
No, but they like confirmed it.
Yeah. Okay, but also that's actually not biggest. Like I knew they were gonna make another one.
Well, I was fucking excited.
I am
so that's
excited, but I also
perfect.
like knew that I just
Yeah.
knew there was gonna be
I've
another one.
been watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That shit is crazy. If anybody else is watching, I have a fascination with the LDS.
Yeah,
I really
it's
do.
It's very interesting.
I could listen to a person, like anybody, either in it, got out of it, the in between, could listen for hours.
Yeah.
Any content that somebody puts out about it. That's the only Salt Lake I watched, or only Housewives I've watched was Salt Lake, and that was part of the reason I was like, no, like this is fascinating to me. But also saw Beetlejuice,
I need to
and
see
I want to
that.
talk about it. Scott hasn't seen the first
I
one.
know.
But it's spooky season, so I haven't watched anything but scary movies in my apartment. September 1st to November, spooky movies.
I'm finally starting to get in the fall vibes.
Well, spooky movies, and then I watched the debate last night. Thrilling.
A
Actually,
spooky movie in and of itself.
one of my friends was like, so continuing spooky movies, one of my friends was like, you just like, after yesterday when you like dealt with all of this, like you watched the debate. It's like, I don't think you get it. The debate actually was the better part of my day. This was well worse than the
Yeah.
debate, like by a long shot. What else? Oh, I need you to do something for me.
What?
Because this memory is going to live with me forever. So I was at the Gracie Abrams concert the other night, and I went by myself. I went on a little solo adventure. I went solo last time I saw her too here, but I saw her at the Fonda last year, which is a really intimate venue, and then the Greek Theater, which is like a huge venue. So it was kind of cool to be at both. And then I saw her several years ago when she opened for Olivia. That was huge for me. I was the only bitch standing in the balcony when she opened.
Really?
No one around me knew what was happening.
No, that she was opening?
That who she was
Oh, really?
in like 2021. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Stand up. It was weird,
Yeah.
but I was like, okay, word.
Yeah.
But it was strange because everybody was there with their friends. Her whole thing is going with your friend, and at one point she was like, "Who's here with a bestie?" Oh, not my
you
ass. But I was standing
party of
next to a girl and her boyfriend, and they had to switch because the girl behind definitely couldn't see. Her boyfriend was so tall, so they switched places. So I was standing next to her boyfriend. Will you do me the favor and pull up a song and put it by the mic for me? Can you pull up Friend? I need to set the scene for this.
Okay.
This is incredible, and I haven't gotten over it. This man was so into the concert. I don't
Friend
know.
by who? By Gracie Abrams?
Yeah.
It's not pulling up. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Go to about the middle and then pause it. Thanks. So I'll give you a cue. This song is playing, and the whole concert, this man had been like slowly feeling it more and more and more. And I don't know if his girlfriend gave him a crash course or he's a fan, which would slay. But this song starts playing, and he's going like this.
Keep it. I don't wanna see you again if it's different, 'cause I'll only see all the things that
He was probably drunk, I'm sure.
I don't even
like,
know.
And in his feels.
He was
emo.
just... It was spectacular. I saw it out of my peripheral vision. It was incredible.
That's
it was
so funny.
truly magical. He was feeling it more than anybody who was possibly there. But
I love that. I
It
wish I
just
could've
stuck with me.
gone.
Gave me the giggles. Otherwise, I don't think I
That movie you wanted
Had that much
the
else.
trailer.
what?
The Saoirse Ronan movie.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going to say it looks good.
I texted that to you weeks ago.
I know, but we haven't never talked about it.
Scout's like, just send me stuff you want me to watch.
And I watched it. I wanted it to be fresh on my brain when we spoke about it.
Yeah, Saoirse Ronan has a new movie coming
It
out.
looks good.
And it looks like it's going to destroy me.
Yeah.
Very much sad. Very much somebody trying to find themselves. Fork found in kitchen.
I need to see Aubrey Plaza's new movie really badly. I need to see it.
It's kind of fun having. I saw that a minute
I know,
ago.
I know.
But it isn't out in theaters. If you guys need a movie recommendation, I saw My Old Ass when it screened a little bit ago. It's Aubrey Plaza's new movie. Megan Park is one of my favorite directors. She directed The Fallout and then this, and so she's got 2 under her belt as well. Incredible. Margot Robbie produced it.
Oh, slay.
So it's got a lot of girl love behind it, and Megan Park does a really good job of just like 2 things. One is teenage experience, the other is grief, which I know that sounds like, oh, I don't want to see that. But the way she attacks grief in both of those movies is very, I don't know, relatable, and it's like a very toned down sense of how it can like manifest in different ways and everything. But My Old Ass is about a girl who takes shrooms as a teenager and sees her older self.
Yeah. I'm
And
excited
that's
to see it.
so cool, but it was incredible. So go see that one.
Yeah.
A bunch of films aired at TIFF,
Yeah.
and I've been keeping up with
Brett
all
Goldstein
of
is
that.
in one. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been looking at all the standing ovations. I've been reading all of what everybody received. Saturday Night is doing good.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so excited.
Can't wait to see my
It's
man
gonna
Dylan
be
O'Brien.
all the girls sat at Saturday Night. I'm so excited for that one.
Yeah, me too.
That's a good trailer. That's a good one.
too.
Yeah, it just looks amazing.
Before we get into our topic,
Please.
I just have to be honest. I'm so scared that what?
I'm scared too.
I'm just scared that I'm gonna come across as a stalker from the story that we just shared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we shared a lot of details.
I
You and me
know.
both.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what if I ruin my
Are you
opportunity?
reflecting right now?
Well, I'm just reflecting, and I'm like, oh my god, what if he sees this? There's no way he's going to, but what if he did? Before, you know what? If I work with him and then he finds out later, it's fine, because then it can be haha, funny. I know you're normal.
Mid-me speaking details.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking about. I'm so sorry.
Mid-me speaking details. Roll back the fucking tape. You literally go, no, it's okay. It's okay. I said, I sound a little creepy. And you go, no.
I know, but
Lie to my face.
no. I'm like, it's fine, but then when I think about it, when someone does something and you're like, it's fine, but then when you do it, you're like, wait, actually, is it fine? I don't know. I'm just overthinking. I'm
Lead
sure
me
it's
astray
fine.
one more time.
No, I'm just saying, sorry. I have to express that thought. I need reassurance that,
It's not from me.
okay, cool. I'm like,
Don't
cool.
piss me off.
Ruined my dream, my hopes and dream. So,
That was your mouth.
what do you mean?
He said, fine, ruin my hopes and dreams.
Oh,
Your
well,
mouth.
Please don't.
Not my
Please
responsibility.
don't.
Not
Please
my
don't.
responsibility.
Well,
We are, since you clearly get to know us more and more and more each episode, and we are still getting to know each other, living in person in a way, we're going to tell each other 5 characters that we think the other person is.
5 is a strong number.
I'm about to get so offended. It's
No,
crazy.
I went through so many shows and I was like, no. I don't know why.
Is it because I'm unique?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. You're just not like other girls.
Oh.
I have a list though. Like I'll show you. That was the list, so it looks pretty.
I had one that I took off.
Okay, wait.
that was it.
Do you want to go first or me go first?
We're doing one at a time?
Oh, are we gonna read all of them at once? What did you
No,
want to do?
let's one at a time.
Okay.
Right off the bat, the only cartoon that I have for you,
Oh, I
I
know.
think you are so very Buttercup.
From
Powerpuff Girls.
I actually have never seen Powerpuff Girls, so I have no way to confirm or deny that.
The green one.
Okay, I'll take it. I like green.
She's sassy. She's more the like pessimistic one.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like Bubbles is like the
Yeah.
Blossom's like the leader of the group, level-headed, and then Buttercup's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
You're Buttercup.
I didn't have a cartoon one for you, but I did ask Hannah, and you know she gave me a cartoon one. I feel like you know what it is.
A cartoon?
Uh huh.
No, I'm nervous.
The fairy godmother from Shrek.
Purr.
Yeah.
Hear me now. It has to be a Halloween costume. Yeah,
needs
Diva,
to be.
that's me.
I
No,
just
that's
haven't.
me.
I actually never like really fully watched that Shrek movie. I've seen the video though, of her. What is
What's
it?
the song?
I know it's the Footloose song.
It's the Bonnie Tyler song, Holding Out for a Hero.
Yeah, Holding Out for a Hero.
Her in her little glasses, purple, like the dress. The dress
Uh-huh.
is crazy.
Yeah.
The laying against a piano. I had a dream that I wanted to do that. Not an actual dream. I just wanted to
I
on
was
a
like-
bar crawl in Springfield.
Oh,
I
at
wanted
the piano
to be the fairy
bar.
godmother, and I wanted to go to P Bar and do it.
Oh, that would have been epic.
But then they stopped letting people sing.
So yeah. But
Okay.
that's technically not one on my list, but that's a
Oh,
cartoon.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, you know this, so tried and true.
Okay.
Davy Vishwa
Oh,
Kumar.
yes, I know. Besides that she like lies.
Davy from
randomly,
Never,
like
Never Have I Ever.
yeah.
I don't think. Yes, I've watched lots of stuff and been like Scout, because Scout gives. You just are very like coming of age coded.
No, I know. That's why I'm like, I need to be in a coming of age
And
movie
you know
now.
what it is? It's because she just be like running her mouth and making choices that are just like make you go, oh, okay, this girl is like
Right.
truly living for the plot. Do you know what I mean? Like
right.
the decisions are fast. You're unprepared for them. There's probably a consequence maybe involved. And that's like heavily.
It's the fun of it. Yeah, no. The only thing is, yeah, when she lies a lot. And so that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, I hate saying that I'm so similar to her, because like, I hate when people lie, especially for no reason. I mean, well, I guess she lies with like, it's always like to better herself or
It
something.
is, and it's
but
always like based out of like her overall like issue.
insecurity
Yeah.
and stuff. But still, I wouldn't do that. But everything else, I'm like, I watched it, I was like, is this play about us?
No, I know. It's kind of wild.
It really is. It really is.
I think you're just Mindy Kaling.
Yeah, no. I'm like another one. I'm like Mindy Kaling.
Okay.
Okay, Bonnie from Vampire Diaries.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm honored.
I think you're a mix of Bonnie and Caroline. I think I'm Caroline, but I think you're a mix of Bonnie and Caroline.
Okay.
A lot of mine are mixes, but like more Bonnie, but you have a little bit of
Wow.
like I guess like Bonnie's like feisty too, but like I feel like, and I'm the same way, so don't take offense when I say this, but like quick to like the world is ending like over a minor problem, and I'm the same way sometimes, and that's like where the Caroline comes in, but a lot of the things that Bonnie-
Literally was me on FaceTime yesterday. I was at my worst. But there will be more.
I actually thought you were like dying. I thought like your whole like finger was cut off or something, which like still that sucked what happened, but like I was like, she's like dying, but still that did suck. But yeah, so
Right.
I think more the
Thank
Bonnie.
you.
Yeah,
Wow.
because
that
she's
one
like
was really nice.
motherly, but also like she's like headstrong. She also like does not put up with the men. Like she's always like, Elena, these men like are so annoying.
And she's
she, like,
never with
hates
me.
them.
Or she is with Jeremy, but like.
Yeah. And then she end up with like Enzo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for the whole while,
of.
she does not put up with any of the men's
Yeah.
shenanigans, especially Damon.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. I definitely. Oh, thank you.
you're welcome.
Next, also chaotic. Most of mine are chaotic diva. I got to admit
I mean,
it.
that's I'll take it. It's
Um,
my brand.
Obviously, and I feel strongly about this one, PJ.
Really? Okay.
I still stick with that.
Okay.
Every time I've seen Bottoms upwards of 200 times.
Okay.
And every time, and the scene that gets me that I think is you is the one where they're in the principal's office and she's just like, maybe I will buy a gun. and then I was like, no. I feel like it might just be more or less that like I feel a lot like Josie in the way that I think you say stuff. And I go, okay, well, no, hold on.
Josie.
The other one. It's PJ and Josie.
Oh my God, why did I not? I never realized that was her name.
Yeah, girl.
I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah, girl.
I just always am like, oh,
Io. PJ and Josie. I just feel like Josie a lot when I'm with you. I think I'm very like, okay, well,
yeah.
don't say that part aloud.
True. That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to put Io, but I'm like, no. Or Rose, like, I thought about it because I was like, you like that movie so much. But then I was like, no, you're not really, though, anyone from that movie. Like,
that's true. It is true. Also, side note, because I never brought it up, you know how when we were watching it and you and I were like, I kept saying it was modern, like in current time, and you were like, no, not sure.
Yeah, it's a mix, I think.
No, they fully say that it's in 2023 because they go, every 20 years something happens, and they list the years that the football players die, and the last one was in 2003.
But they have a lot of, like, vintage.
That's the
like,
bit.
I know. I'm saying, though, like, that's why I was confused.
That's
what
a bit.
you said. Okay, I know, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying
no,
it's not. I'm saying, though, they bring in stuff from, like, to make you think almost, like it obviously is modern day, but then they have stuff that's not modern.
But it's not to make you think it's in the past. It's as a bit.
Okay, I know. I was just saying that they have that.
I know. I'm saying that we finally figured it out.
Okay.
It does take place in 2023.
Okay.
I was right this whole time.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I was, like, saying that it was. I was just saying it's weird because it made me think maybe it isn't. But no, like, yes. Okay, yes, you're right. Moving on. Okay, this one you're gonna be like, what? This is just a little bit. I'm saving like the most accurate one for last. You're gonna be like, what?
I'm kidding.
What?
What?
No, it's a good thing, but you're more of like, I feel like this is what you're gonna be when you're old.
Okay.
You know what it is? Emily Gilmore.
Haven't seen Gilmore Girls.
But we've talked about this.
I do know some of Emily, and I would be honored to become
Yes,
Emily Gilmore.
she's the best character in the whole show.
icon.
She's the best character in the whole show.
I have to be dressing that well. I'm so gonna be having tea.
Yes,
I'm gonna be
and
having like a nice martini
she's like
or a glass of wine.
very like
That's a lady.
she knows what she wants. She's very like set in her ways, and she's like not gonna put up again like
With
she
a
likes
man's
to-
nonsense.
Yeah, she's like likes to be in charge, but she also can be
Richard,
like
do this.
Yes, but she also takes care of him well.
Yeah.
So like there's like that which I see for you again. So that's and she just has like the sass and the
I'll take it.
I just feel like that's
Thank
what you're
you.
gonna be like when
Okay.
you're older. Yeah. But obviously there are things that she does that no. I'm like, okay, no, you wouldn't do that. But
Check in, I guess, with me in what, 40 years?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Did I take that one off? Wait. No. Okay. I love her so much.
Okay.
I keep saying I feel strongly about it. Eleanor Shellstrop from The Good Place.
Really?
Yes.
Like the main girl?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Mainly because, I mean, like, her whole thing, obviously, is that she's a bad person in the
Oh,
beginning.
lovely.
So not that part,
Okay.
but she's so quick-witted, and I think it's hard for her to admit that she loves love because, like, her whole story, once they tell it, is, like, kind of like a bummer, like her mom, like, mommy issues type of thing. But she's very tough shell, like, doesn't like to admit that she, like, loves love, and then Chidi
Okay.
comes along, and she's like, okay, maybe this guy, like, what did you say last night? Ugh, I hate love sometimes.
No,
Like,
I'm so unromantic.
yeah.
I'm so unromantic.
And so I think it's nice. Part of her character arc was like loving him so hard. And
Okay.
I thought that was sweet, and that she eventually was like, totally would have gone into heaven or whatever their system is in The Good Place, but like ended up becoming like a really good person, but is so chaotic.
Yeah.
Like chaotic neutral as fuck. Or chaotic good, to be honest, but chaos. Do you like shrimp?
Only coconut shrimp, really.
Heard she loves shrimp. That's like
So,
Eleanor's thing. She loves
only
shrimp.
coconut shrimp.
Eleanor Shellstrop, though.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
take it. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, I feel like kind of, well, okay, this one I was like on the fence about, but I was like kind of, what's her name from Booksmart?
Molly or not Molly? I don't think I'm like Molly.
Which one's Molly?
Molly's Beanie Feldstein.
I feel like high school you was like her though. You don't think so? Like,
I was
feel like
not
were
even
you weren't goody
remotely
two shoes.
Smart. Not really. I was really bad at school. I was really
But I
bad.
feel like you weren't a goody two shoes though. Like, I'm not saying like the brains of her. Like, I'm just mean like
like a suck up, like a brown noser.
yes.
Yeah, I was.
That's what I'm saying. Like the brown nosing.
Yeah,
like
I was.
the like kind of you didn't like do anything like crazy unless maybe you did. But
The
I feel
only
like I
parties
don't.
I went to
Yeah.
were theater parties.
Yeah. Like I feel like.
But that Molly wasn't invited to the theater parties. We know that very well.
So I feel like high school, yeah, like in that sense. I don't mean in like the
like,
Ivy
the
League,
valedictorian-
like
okay.
valedictorian way. It's like the brown
No,
nosing,
we can't
like
do that. Like that.
yeah,
I think I'm still kind of like that.
no, yeah, but I guess because like I feel like probably the way to that character would have developed in college is she would have become more like you.
Yeah.
Now, so does that make sense? Like
I think so.
Because I feel like she would have lost some of the like. And it's like obviously she did. They went to a giant party. I'm sure she like
Yeah.
went to college and like found like slept with people and like
Yeah.
drank and whatever and like
Yeah.
did more things and wasn't such a goody two shoes. But I feel like in high school,
I
could
see that.
it. I could see it.
I see
again.
that.
Like a lot of mine, I'm like it's not perfect. It's not exact. But
Yeah, like close enough.
it's close enough. There's like aspects. That I'm like
She
okay.
was one of the first, like, other than Molly the American Girl doll or Drugs, she was, you never see a main character with the name Molly.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
There was one, So Undercover with Miley Cyrus back in
Oh my gosh.
the mid 2000s.
Not that movie.
So good. Her character's name was Molly. Love. There was something else we were watching and a character's name was Molly. We were watching it upstairs. Who knows? But she was I was like, oh, a main character named Molly. And then I was like, damn it, she sucks.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
I do with Emma Kiefer. I do the like from my car window when she rolls up to my car. She's very like, oh. And we both kind of do the like, you look cute.
Oh,
yeah,
that's such
how
a
you
cute
doing?
moment.
I love that moment. My last one is
Mm-hmm.
Amy March.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I feel like that one's kind of just like explainable.
But you know what's
pretty
funny
easily.
is on my list too, I have like for you, a mix of Joe and Amy. But I also think I'm a mix of Joe and Amy, but I don't think we're the same.
same.
So it's interesting how that is.
Because I think we're the exact opposite parts of two of those
What
people.
part then what parts do you think?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But I feel like when you say that, that's what you probably
Yeah.
mean.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Unless they're the same traits, but they come out in like very
Different ways. Yeah. Cuz I guess that probably is because I think we both are like headstrong and like stubborn like Joe and like
I think we would choose like creative things over a man type
Yeah.
for Joe. Honestly,
Yeah,
at the end of
yeah.
the day, even though you like
Sometimes,
love,
yeah.
I think you would choose like given two choices, they're like either do this, like dream
Yeah.
project or something, or your man.
Right.
I think you would choose
I would hope
the creative part. Oh, I'd be pissed if you didn't.
I think it would be like for me I'm like okay it would be a balance like I'm not gonna always choose I feel like it's dependent on the situation and it's like I feel like if there was like multiple like I couldn't always just choose my career over the person that I love it would be like a balance.
You would make the choice Joe made. She ended up
Yeah.
with a person who's like super logical and part of her business and
Right.
I think that
they would have to understand that
like a Lori is too much for you. Like that Lori confession totally would have had you be like, no, like no.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I guess that's true. That
Yeah.
is true. That is true. But and then also like she does kind of bend back a little bit with in the movie where she's like maybe I should be with Lori. Like I
Yeah.
definitely would have that moment. Of
Where you
like
second
maybe
guess yourself.
because I want to be loved.
Yeah.
And then I think I
Amy.
have the like juvenileness of
Yeah.
like Amy and the naivety,
Naivete.
whatever, however you say that. And also like I think you have like the more sensitive side of her too.
Mm-hmm.
And we both, I think, can, again, like how I was saying with the other character, get upset over like little things and it becomes like big things. So
I'm a big fan of just removing myself from a room.
what do you mean? Oh yeah.
When it gets like overwhelming
Yeah.
for me, or I can tell I'm gonna get like upset, I just leave.
That is true. That is true. Okay, wait, I have more though. Okay, really just like 2 more. I think you're a mix of, I'll just do 2 more. Sorry. Oh my God. I literally took my ADHD meds and I'm still acting this way. I think you're a mix of Kiara and Sarah. Like, I think you're a perfect blend of them.
Really?
Yes,
Thank
I do.
you.
I actually,
Oh my God. I'm
I know.
gonna put it in my Instagram.
I know.
bio.
I was thinking that. Where'd it go? Oh no.
That might be the nicest one.
Yeah, I took a
Wow.
picture. I literally took,
Oh, you
because I
did?
couldn't find. I was like, what characters? I literally took a freaking quiz, like, and answered as you.
No, you
But
did
you know what's
not.
funny is the number 1 was Caroline from Vampire Diaries, which is so funny because I'm like, I thought I was her.
Yeah.
So interesting. But
Wait,
Sarah was on there.
what?
Sarah, you got Amy, and
Yeah.
Jules from Superbad, Sally from When Harry Met Sally,
Uh-huh.
Allison from The Notebook.
Rose from the Titanic.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Lumiere. I don't know. But anyways, okay, and then my last one is obviously Leighton from Sex Lives of College Girls. I knew that was the one you were gonna be mad if I didn't get right. Was I right?
1000%.
Yeah, okay.
1000%.
Yeah.
I feel so strongly that I am her. It was the first time I ever felt represented on the TV.
Right.
Which is easy for me to feel represented. There's a million white blonde girls out there, but, and I really mean this, we have to put more mean lesbians on TV. There have to be more. It's ridiculous. Why was she the first one? And she also can't be holding it down. We have to give Renee Rapp a break. That, and then Regina, like, come on, guys. We have to have mean lesbians step up to the plate. Because I was like, this girl, she's me.
Yeah. Even just like
Deeply
her
mean.
outfits, again, like especially you in high school, like always dressing to the nines. She's always like, I feel like looks.
Oh, a blouse, jeans, and like a booty of some kind.
Yeah.
No, they aced that with me. That was my Is This Play About Us?
Yeah.
Also, like, specifically her plot line was very like, and I got into an argument with one of my friends because you watched the show, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got into an argument because I know I'm in the minority, but I am team Leighton and Alicia, and I like that they're together and they had their time apart. But there are plenty of people that are like, oh no, Leighton and Tatum. The whole point of like a doppelbanger is supposed to be like a very minor part of your life. You're really only supposed to like hook up with the person that you think looks like you, because it made her realize that she didn't want to be that like vain, selfish person who like only cares about that stuff. But then one of my friends was like, yeah, but Alicia like forced her out of the closet and all of this stuff. And I was like, let me tell you something from that perspective, as both Alicia and Leighton. That is the worst. I was a freshman in college in that exact same situation. I was like, no, like I gotta defend both. Like,
Right.
yeah, I was in someone's bubble. Like I kind of was Leighton and I had a Leighton. I don't ever wish it on another person. Like the fact that she got dumped because of it, fair enough.
That she was like staying in the closet.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one girl was like, I can't.
Which is fair. It's like, it
I was
sucks.
like,
It's like
I
both
have
sides
been through
make
it,
sense.
and now I am Alicia, and I can't imagine doing that again.
Right.
Like, that shit was miserable.
Right, because then it's just like you have to like hide your relationship, and it's like,
Like, no, one
No
of
one
us
wants
is
to
proud,
do
and
that.
it also, like, even if you're proud of me and you hide it in secret, I don't feel that.
right.
I feel like you don't want anybody to know, and it feels like shit. I love Leighton. I'm excited to see how they write her off.
Yeah, I know. Rip.
It sucks.
Is she gonna be in it at all?
Yeah, they said a few
Okay,
episodes, which
okay.
is good. And then they're bringing in Ruby Cruz.
Oh right.
And I was like, they literally were like, we're losing one big queer.
Gaining another.
Let's bring another one. We're
Yeah.
either matching or making it bigger.
Yeah.
Like, they scanned all of the people that they were like, who are people going to love for that one? Mm-hmm. That one. People are going to eat it up. That one. So I'm excited for that, but I am bummed. But yes, the fit. She would wear this, would she not?
No, she probably would. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh no, my closet is deeply latent. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Every
And I
time I
also
hear it, I
know
get
that
it.
you think that you're January, but I haven't read that book.
True.
So I couldn't say it because I can't.
I don't think you ever will read that book. Hannah's reading it right now.
I'll watch the movie.
Emily Henry released that she's doing another book. And it's going to come in early 2025. It is apparently based off the Taylor Swift love triangle.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know, I'm not that big of a
What?
Swiftie. What's the
What
one in
love triangle?
folklore? What is that?
Oh, yes. Okay,
Yes?
yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I have to read that. I have to
It's
read
called
that.
like Great Big Beautiful Life or something like that.
Ooh, okay.
Which I assume
Oh my gosh!
is giving,
And then
like,
when they
Great
make,
American
and
Dynasty.
then when they make a movie, you know, there's gonna be like like Betty. Because my favorite song is Betty. It's Betty.
Allegedly. I just need to
and
put that out
James, and then anyways. So okay, I was wrong because this was my second. I couldn't remember if it was
August.
Inez is someone in the story, but August
there. Yeah.
is the
Augustine.
third person, and I couldn't Augustine, I guess, but I couldn't. Yeah, so
I
was
thought
wrong.
that before. I was not when you were saying it, but I have gone back and forth. I was like, is it August or am I crazy? And that's just the name of the
I know
song.
that's what I.
Do you know
That's what I was
mean?
gonna say, but then I was like, wait,
Like,
I know
is that a
Inez is one
name?
of them, but then I was like, I didn't know if I
yeah.
couldn't remember if it was just the name of the song. So.
Yeah. But apparently that's allegedly that's the inspo for the
Oh,
book.
I hope so.
I got to get you to read her. And
Yeah.
if that's the way,
Well, I read that one, didn't I?
you didn't like it.
I didn't
but
like it,
that's fair.
Yeah.
I am curious. Do you like predictability in books or no? I feel like we've talked about
Sometimes.
this.
No,
Okay.
sometimes I do. I think that just book, I was just like,
I just think that's one of my favorite studies that I've read is that anxious people like to read. And I mean, I'm not just saying Emily Henry's predictable. I love that she uses extreme tropes.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what's going to happen every time. It's a rom-com. Like, I so know what's going to happen. I just love looking forward to which trope it is.
right.
But there's something that, like, people who have a lot of anxiety rewatch shows and read those types of books because, like,
They know what's going to
they
happen.
know what's going to happen and it doesn't, like, make them unsettled. And I was like, you know, that makes a lot of sense.
I think I just didn't. Yeah, I like both.
8th rewatch
I like
of New
both.
Girl in 1
Oh.
year says otherwise.
It's the best show to rewatch. But,
Oh,
yeah.
you know what? We talked about this at dinner the other night, and just because it's like character, what New Girl character are you?
Okay, I'm very strong about this. I'm a mix of Jess and Winston. 1,000%. Like, so much so. I feel like you are a mix of Cece and Schmidt.
Real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
That was great.
Nailed it.
I just think, I mean, I'm definitely not like I think I'm the messy of Cece. There's the whole plot line where Cece's messy in the apartment. That's me. I will never be the OCD part of Schmidt.
Yeah.
But I am the, like, I think the isms. I just have Schmidt
Yeah.
isms. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But interesting though. So I said OCD. We were at dinner when I was home in July, and we were at dinner and I was talking about how if I scuff my foot on my right on my heel, I have to then scuff my foot on my left. If I stub my toe on my left, I have to, like, then
Queen.
stub my toe on my right. Wait. If I, like, this morning I bit my cheek on this side, I have to bite my cheek on this side, or else I feel off balance. When I was a kid on, like, a stovetop, I would touch, like, a hot pan, but I would, like, touch it, but then that finger feels different than the rest. So then I have to go,
So that's OCD, I fear.
and then if one of them got, like, too hot, then I would have to do, like, little taps on the rest so that it felt even out the same amount. And I was saying that, and my mom just went like this at my dad. And she just was covering her mouth. And then my brother goes, I do that too. And I was like, it's not so bad that, like,
You can't function.
you know, the things where, like, the really bad OCD where, like, they have to check a door
Right.
as many times to, like, leave the house.
Right.
It's more or less, like, feeling off in my body with,
Yeah.
like,
But that is a form
different
of
pressure
it.
points. Yeah. And my brother goes, me too. And my mom is just staring at us and she goes, I'm so sorry. I do that. I gave that to you guys. I didn't know you do that. You guys
Oh my
do that? And I was
gosh.
like, you do that? Like,
Oh,
I guess
what a
it's
cute
just
family bonding experience.
I guess it's just me, my mom, my brother. I used to when I was a kid and I got over it. Have to chew my food each side of my mouth 4 times.
That's crazy.
But I got over that one.
Yeah, that would be exhausting. No.
I do
Dang.
still do the, like, scuffing thing though if
Yeah,
I'm, like,
that-
walking to work.
It's so interesting. Yeah. Huh.
It's not super fun. It's a little weird, but it's not the worst.
So,
There
yeah,
are
it could be
people with
worse.
way worse.
That's
like
true.
way worse. But
It's true. I used to sometimes I would do this thing like when I was like a kid. If I don't even know, I don't even know how to explain it, but I would be like doing like, I don't know, like homework, and I'd be like, okay, if I don't finish writing this answer in the next like 5 seconds, like someone's gonna die or something, like or like I'd be like, okay,
I've
like
heard people have that panic.
yeah, or I'd be like, but then I actually wouldn't ever believe it, but also part of me was always like, or I'd be like, okay, like this good thing's not gonna happen to me unless I do this in like a minute or something. Like, yeah, sometimes that happens to me.
Interesting.
It's like a weird.
Huh.
But then I can tell myself like, okay, that's like really irrational. That's not true. But that thought would always just pop into my head, and I'd be like,
But what if?
but yeah,
I'm honored by your choices.
yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you're
I
welcome.
feel like it's an ego boost unless you don't know your friends.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I was like, I know you. That's what's making it hard. Is I'm like, a lot of these I feel like don't apply like perfectly. So
Which is interesting because I feel like I see you in so many
I know,
people, which is
and I see myself in so many people. I'm like, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's literally me. To like so many things I watch.
I almost put Nadine on there.
yeah.
Really, you just got to run down like any coming of age.
No, it's true.
And there she
It's true.
is.
I'm the cliche.
Tree found in forest. I don't know. Yeah, but that's okay. I wonder if you like if that's truly just you or if there's like
because I've watched.
do you
that
think
or
it's like
something?
almost like your subconscious is like this is so how we need to live?
No, I think it's just me. Maybe a mix. I don't know, but yeah.
Who else would you go up to in public?
I
Who's
don't
on your
know.
list?
Honestly,
Really?
like I really don't.
That was so spur
like,
of the moment.
No, like he was one of the ones I was like I would go up to him. I don't know if there's anyone else I would really go up to because it's like all the other people I really admire, like Greta Gerwig, like the other two people on my list in that video that were Taika Waititi and Greta Gerwig, and it's like
What are the odds?
Yeah,
that
no,
they're
first
in
of all,
public?
I'm not
We're
gonna run into
DoorDashing
them.
that. Let it be known. Like,
Second of all, like they get people coming up to them all the time. What am I gonna have to say that's like unique or interesting?
That's
Nothing.
my big rule is like unless I have something that's like an icebreaker almost.
Right.
Like there was somebody even at a Q&A, like there was a panel for a screening of a show and then there was like a cheese and wine thing afterwards and you could go talk to people and I was with my friend and I was still like, I'm not gonna go talk to two of them because I have nothing to say and
Right.
I'm not gonna
Just
I
be
love
like,
your work.
Hi. Yeah.
And so for one of them, I was like, actually, I do have something to say to her. And I went up and I said, you made it onto my Spotify Wrapped.
Okay, that's a good.
And that
thing,
was
so
very
that's
like,
fun.
she was a little jarred. She called her mom over and she was like, what? Which one? And all this stuff. And then I had her take my Be Real.
slay.
And then I was like, I don't want to be weird. You can say no. She was like 16 at the time. And it was when I first moved here. So it was 2 years ago. I think she's 18. And she was like, I've been waiting for someone to ask me that.
Aww.
But then some weird girl that had been following her around all night, like, got in the photo.
Weird.
And we had noticed that girl was just, like, following her and being weird and making conversation. I was like,
See, that's how I don't want to.
out.
I don't want to come across like that. That's my
Real.
fear. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want
They're
Cooper
like,
to
"Look
think
at
I'm
that
like that girl.
I feel
I
like...
promise I'm normal.
No, I feel like the thing with Cooper, though, is also you got to think about it from his mom's perspective with him. Like, do you know how much his mom probably
I
ate up the
know.
fact that, like,
Two
people. She's probably like, oh, my son. Like,
True.
I know
True.
my mom would, my dad specifically would
Yeah.
go back and like tell
like,
literally everybody he
yeah.
knows. He'd put it in a newsletter.
True.
Be like, 2 people came up to my daughter today.
True. Two
Huge
pretty
news.
girls.
2 pretty girls came up to my daughter today. That's
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thanks for watching or listening.
Hope you get to know us a little better.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
I don't know. That's all.
We have trips. There
Yeah.
are things
Trips!
coming up.
Okay.
Trips.
Yay.
And we'll fit this in when we can because we love you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.